Hello, welcome to English class with Sir Faiz. Hello class, today we are going to have our language focus lesson. Today we are going to learn about superlative adjective. But before that, let's revise our knowledge on adjective. So class, what is adjective? Adjectives are words that give characteristic to a noun. Words that give characteristic to a noun. Let's look at the example. Number 1. Mujahid is a tall boy. Mujahid is a tall boy. Number 2. He is a kind policeman. He is a kind policeman. Number 3. He give the yellow cat 5 big fishes. He give the yellow cat 5 big fishes. These are the examples of adjective. Class, let's learn more about adjective. When can we use adjective? We can use adjective in our writing and in our daily conversation. How to use adjective? We place the word before a noun. We place the word before a noun. So let's look at the example. The tall driver in the orange car win the Olympic. The tall driver in the orange car win the Olympic. Tall is an adjective. Driver is a noun. We place the word before a noun. Next, how can we use adjective? We can use adjective to make comparison. To make comparison, membuat perbandingan. Let's look at the example. The tall driver in the orange car while the short driver is in the blue car. Tall and short are adjectives. Orange blue are adjectives. Driver is the noun. Car is the noun. We make comparison, membuat perbandingan between the driver, perbezaan pemandu, and the car, dan perbezaan kereta. So adjective, we use adjective to make comparison, untuk membuat perbandingan. Now class, we are going to learn about comparative adjective. Let's learn together. Class, what is comparative adjective? We use adjective to compare two subject. We use adjective to compare two subject. How can we use adjective? We can use adjective to compare one characteristic on two subject. Membanding satu ciri atau satu sifat pada dua subjek. For example, number 1, Raif is tall but Damia is taller. Raif is tall but Damia is taller. Look at number 2, Sufi is taller than Dian. Class, let's look at these sentences again. In these two sentences, we use adjective to compare the height of two subjects. Ketinggian dua subjek. Let's look sentence number 1. Sentence number 1, Raif and Damia is the subject, and we use tall and taller as adjective. Tall and taller as adjective. Sentence number 2, Sufi and Dian is the subject. Sufi dan Dian adalah subjek. Taller is the adjective. Taller is the adjective. Class, when we make comparison between two subjects, we modify the adjective. We modify the adjective. Kita melakukan perubahan pada perkataan adjektif. For example, tall and taller. To show Damia and Sufi have more height, we add er to the word tall. Kita tambah huruf er to the word tall pada perkataan tinggi. So class, we change the adjective to make comparison. Kita melakukan perubahan pada adjektif untuk membuat perbandingan. Use these 6 rules when you change the adjective. Gunakan 6 peraturan ini apabila anda menukar adjektif. First rule is, for one syllable adjective, we add er. Untuk satu suku kata adjektif, kita tambah er. For example, fast. Fast. We add er, it become faster. Sharp, it become sharper. Dark, it become darker. Long, it become longer. So class, the second rule is, for adjective and with adjektif berakhir dengan huruf we add r. Kita tambah r. For example, large. Larger. Rare, it become rarer. Close, it become closer. Wise, it become wiser. The third rule is, for adjective and with adjektif diakhiri dengan huruf y, we change y to I, we add er. Kita tukar y kepada I dan tambah er. For example, heavy, heavier. Tiny, tinier. Dry, drier. Shiny, shinier. Class, rule number 4. For one syllable adjective and with consonant, vowel and consonant. Untuk satu suku kata adjektif diakhiri dengan huruf konsonan, huruf vowel dan huruf konsonan, we double the consonant and add er. Kita gandakan huruf konsonan akhir dan tambah er. For example, big, bigger. Fat, fatter. Hot, hotter. Thin, thinner. Class, rule number 5. For two-syllable adjective ending with LE or OW, untuk dua suku kata adjektif yang berakhir dengan LE atau OW, we add ER. Kita tambah ER. For example, narrow, narrower, simple, simpler, shallow, shallower. The last rule is for two or more syllable adjective, dua atau lebih suku kata adjektif, we add more. Kita tambah perkataan more. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, delicious, more delicious, famous, more famous, generous, more generous. Well done, class. Please remember this 6 rule of comparative adjective. Please copy this rule in your book.